Amokachi. Hoist the ball, hopefully. Headed down by Ferguson. Hottiger! The Swiss international scores his first goal for the Blues. Drills it in. It's the power of Ferguson in the air, a cheeky back heel from him as well. And Hottiger saw the space and found it beautifully. Everton should be running this game. Bolton competing always under the chance. They refuse to give up the fight. They've got the offside trap on. Kanchelskis is away. He only has Wall to beat. A lovely Russian sidestep. The footwork of the Bolshoi ballet. Fans would love to see one more surge. We're almost into stoppage time. Away goes Amokachi. Oh, that was an excellent individual goal, which caps a good team performance and an outstanding personal performance from the Nigerian.
So it was up to 6th, desperately close to European qualification. A good run was required, although time was beginning to run out. There was more than just local pride at stake in this Mersey derby, following that defeat at QPR. A place in the UEFA Cup had by now become a real possibility.
Ferguson went to ground. Ebbrell. James has missed it. Oh, Kanchelskis must score. Everton get a goal that's been threatening all sorts of chaos in the Liverpool penalty area, and Kanchelskis. Well, it's the Derby Day man again.
It stems from the fact they don't deal with the long ball. Ferguson's the one that causes the problem. Scales doesn't clear the header, but I have to say, full marks to John Ebbrell. He never believed the ball was dead. He never believed he wasn't going to catch this. He just kept going and got rewarded with that little bit of good fortune and Kanchelskis' determination. But this was all to do with Ferguson just making them miss the ball and Ebbrell's determination not to give it up.
Well, it's a real tingle to the finish here, and that's a neutral speaking. Being fought to the very last kick between Everton and Liverpool. Collymore. Fowler! Never right off foes in red. Robbie Fowler has equalised.
Tony Grant. Kanchelskis. That was one of those looping runs. That's a lovely little pass as well. Stewart. Amokachi. Now anything could happen. He caught Pressman completely by surprise. Mistake of a Reggie Whittaker. Riser. Hurst. Oh, he's brought Sheffield Wednesday back into it. He's getting ready for the cricket season as well, by the looks of that celebration. So, what an opening 10 minutes to this game. Hardly time to breathe. Amokachi again. Kanchelskis. Ebbrell! Oh, within seconds of the restart, Everton are back ahead. Grant. Adventurous pass, but a beautiful pass. Kanchelskis. The man's on fire at the moment. 21 minutes. Grant again, he's really having quite an effect in the centre of midfield. Kanchelskis is seeing the whites of the goalkeeper's eyes. He's a one-man demolition team, Andrei Kanchelskis. Flicked on, De Gruyter. Those line-out charges by David Unsworth. Kanchelskis. He gets far out. He's going to have a try for his hat-trick. Oh, and he scored his hat-trick. Outrageous finishing. Between Limpar and Kanchelskis. Limpar pointing to where he wants to place the ball. Parkinson! Well, he put the power behind that one, and it somehow found its way through. I think he enjoyed scoring that. The approach play of Limpar set it up really, not quite what he intended. I think it took a bit of a bobble, but Parkinson put it where he meant it to go.
So a winning finale and a lap of honour, only to find out later on that a late goal by Dennis Bergkamp had denied them a place in Europe after all. Finishing sixth was a good achievement considering the dodgy start, Duncan's trials and tribulations and a catalogue of injuries. Duncan sort of summed it all up when he said the best is yet to come. So who's the Players' Player of the Year? Obviously Andre was top contender following his second half of the season blitz, but Graham Stewart was also in the frame because of his excellence earlier on.
I think this year, Graham Stewart's come on great, and he's got some vital goals for us, which it always helps. And for me, I think Graham would just pip it.
Obviously Andre's got to be up there, Graham Stewart, Dave Watson, I suppose those three really. I suppose Andre's hit the headlines the last part of the season, but I think Graham Stewart's been very, very consistent from the start, so it's going to be very tight between those two, I suppose.
I would say I'd have to give it to Graham Stewart because he's put in a lot of good performances. He's nearly top scorer, not quite, and he's worked so hard for the team. So I would say Graham Stewart with Andre Kanchelskis running a close second.
Well, it'd have been Andre. Well, I'll still give it to Andre really. He's not been here all season. He's not played all the season, I should say. But what he's done really well.
A few contenders this year, actually, I would say. Graham Stewart's had certainly his best year for the club, without any shadow of a doubt. Dave Watson was, without standing out too often, was very, very consistent again. John Ebbrell's had some great performances. But purely from a place to watch and a place to play with point of view, I think the last 15-20 games, I think Andrew's been magnificent.
What's it like to be the most popular player amongst the players here at Everton?
I didn't know I was. They won't tell you that for sure. It's all right, the lads have been different class ever since I've come to the club. I've enjoyed my 3 years here, and I've got another 3 on my contract, so I'm hoping it's going to be a great time.
If you look at Graham Stewart's and Joe Parkinson's improvement, if you look at a renaissance, if you like, for John Ebbrell, Big Duncan, Andre, it would be hard to name just one player. It would honestly be hard to name one player. I think Andy Hinchcliffe is finishing the season in his best form. If I had to tilt for one, probably John Ebbrell's done something which is very, very hard to do in football, and that's win fans over. And if I've got to give it to anyone, maybe John, and also for being so honest about his dress sense.
The Everton players take the plaudits from the fans. So much progress has been made in 12 months. So much promise for the future.
But we do leave the last word to Joe.
It's been consolidation, really. It's been building on last year. It's been a transitional period for the club. There's been a big turnaround, and in 18 months I feel that things are now going in the right direction. I've said many times at the start of last season I didn't think that we were ready to go for the championship. I'll tell you after pre-season next year, but I certainly think that we're much better equipped to challenge now, and I think that it's about time this club went forward again and chased the big honours.